with the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And what stands out to you from New York in this one?
I tell you what, defensively, they have been in tune with one another, as intense as I've seen.
Yeah, nice job helping out on the rotations and drives, doing really good work at the defensive end.
On the court for the Kings as the second quarter gets underway. Cauley Stein is out there with Kosta Koufis. Then there's Bellinelli, then there's Collison, and it's Stevenson in at the 3, the small forward. The Knicks leading by 8, and pushing it up. Here's New York. Out of bounds, Sacramento will take possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that.
Zingas comes in for Taj Gibson. And it's garbage man in for Grant. Sacramento also making some changes. Booker, he's checked in for Cauley Stein. And McLemore comes in for Lance Stevenson. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Darren Collison. Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Raptors delivered quite a performance. He finished with 25 points, and along with what he did on the offensive end, he also played some stellar defense as well. His output helped his team stay hot as they have been playing some great team ball of late.
Great job, Doris. Thank you, guys. It's going to be very interesting to see if he can stay in a role like that tonight.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes those hot streaks can last for days, and I'm sure they'll be feeding him the basketball, hoping he's still got that mojo working.
Well, they ought to. I mean, when you've got a thoroughbred like him, I think you've got to ride him for as long as he'll carry you.
DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Kosta Koufis. The open shot, Anthony. Sacramento grabs the miss. This their first look at this year's New York squad.
An interconference matchup. They face these guys twice a season, and last year they took both games.
Two teams in the bottom of the East and West, as you said. These regular season victories count for more. Both hungry for a win tonight.
The Kings need to get off a shot here. Here's Gay. It's rebounded by New York. Roberts got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Frozen. Guys just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
And that one's good. Sacramento's gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Screen by Cousins. Rondo kicks to McLemore. Here's Booker. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Booker's got the lead back up to 4 now for the Kings. Bazemore passes to Roberts. Fires from deep. Booker pulls it in.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
No doubt about it. The defense, you can see him exhaling right now. Fortunate that he didn't knock that one down.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
Passes it to Porzingis. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
Rondo dishes to Gay. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
For the Knicks, Thomas checked in for Anthony. And it's a Flalo in for Kent Bazemore. And a change for Sacramento. Bellinelli's checked in. Here's Roberts. He had 25 points in the win against Toronto. There's 21 seconds left in the first half of the game. And it's good.
He is setting this place on fire, fellas. This shooting has been off the charts.
Now here's Rondo. He's guarded by Roberts. Now Rondo. From about 16. And we're through the first half of basketball here in what's been a good one. Kings lead by 3. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Well, looking at the stats, it's hard to doubt you have been the #1 factor for your team. Do you feel like you're controlling the paint right now?
I'm trying to. I know we're a lot tougher to play when we can limit second chances and get a lot of one-and-dones on defense. I think we should be able to keep it going next half as well. Yeah.
Your mindset is working. Well done. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, Doris. We'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
All right, listen up, everybody. The second half doesn't have to be as close as the first if we pay attention to a couple of things. First off, shot selection. We're getting high percentage looks, and it's working very well for us, and I like it that we're being very efficient. One place we've had success was in the low post on offense. Great positioning. Good job finding the open passing lanes and getting the ball in tight. I think it's time for a healthy dose of pick and roll. That's a bread and butter play for us when we get it going, and we are going to get it going. All right, guys, let's get out there and play a good second half.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far.
Really an extraordinary game for Garbage Man. He's got 19 points, and he's rejected a shot over the course of the game, too.
And it easily could have been more. He's played an effective game at that end of the floor.
Kings leading now by 3. Roberts in at shooting guard. Anthony is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Robin Lopez. And it's Grant in at point. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Kurt Rambis. Pass to Roberts. To tie. He makes his 10th basket of the night from the field. He has missed on 3 this game only.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Lopez with the block. And a fast break now for New York. And Anthony gets it to go. And the Knicks lead by 2.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Booker, good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist. Rondo's got 5 assists in the game. The Knicks shooting has just been outstanding tonight. 56% as a team in this game. Lopez a screen. Dishes it to Roberts. Grant outside. Out to the wing. Just 5 to shoot. Porzingis can't hit.
And that's the shot he has to take.
Exactly. That's the right look. The decision was good. He just didn't execute.
And Booker kicks to Gay. Cousins with the bucket. Cousins has got his 3rd basket of the night.
Boy, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip. They got a battle inside.
This game has been a battle, and maybe they're starting to just run out of gas a little bit.
Harry Sanders is checked in for the Knicks. Gibson comes in for Porzingis. Then for the Kings, Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Cousins. Lance Stevenson comes in for Rudy Gay. And it's Collison in for Rajon Rondo. Now, here's Grant. Looking for his first basket still in this one. And the foul called on Freak. That is his first foul of the game.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Kufis checked in for the Kings. Collison the pass to Stevenson. Can't get it to go. The Knicks go the other way with it. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
There's got to be a wall of defense when it comes to attacking the paint. Plain and simple.
Now, here's Stevenson. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. They set the screen. Another miss by Stevenson.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
Here's Anthony from the stripe. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Now it's a 4-point New York lead.
You know, his ability is matched only by his energy, guys. I mean, he's usually in the middle of everything for his team.
That's good.
Oh, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key. They're getting point-blank looks time and time again.
Now, here's Stevenson. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Cauley Stein with the screen for Stevenson. From deep, McLemore, good.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Here's Roberts. He's got 22. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
On the defensive end, I want some of you to crash the glass and get control of the ball. The rest of you, leak out so we can get some easy transition points.
In a moment now to see nice three-point percentage numbers on this list. A look at the leaderboard showing us the most accurate three-point shooters.
He just oozes with confidence out there beyond the arc. That's where he makes his living, as he should. I mean, given how efficient he's been from long range.
Well, we've all heard ball don't lie. Well, numbers don't lie either. I mean, he's got range that I'd put up against anybody else in the league, shooting guard or otherwise. He's an assassin.
Here's Bellinelli. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. They set the screen. And Gibson over to help. And it's Kufus missing.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Here's Roberts. 25 points in the game. Collison kicks to Cauley Stein. Takes the three. Collison, good. Collison's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
A wide open three. They need much better communication defensively.
Roberts dishes to Thomas. Screened by Sanders. Roberts passes to Aflalo. And the shot is good. Aflalo's got his first points in this one.
They haven't been as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. They're playing smart with the lead. I like that. They're being very selective and deliberate in their offense. That's a good strategy when you're on top.
Here's Bellinelli. Stevenson inside the three-point line. Misses off the left iron. And now the fast break. Thomas with the ball. Bellinelli pulls it in. The Kings trail by 5. All going up court. Here's Stevenson. Finished off the break. Stevenson's got his first bucket of the night.
You can see that they're not as aggressive from the three-point arc. They had far more attempts in the first half.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Here's Gibson, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
That one's in there. The New York lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Darren Collison. The 3 from Thomas, and it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline.
Knicks fans, these are your Knicks City dancers. Go on and give it up.
And thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. The Knicks leading by 3. And a look at the 5 for the Kings to start the fourth. McLemore and Gay on the perimeter. Booker out there with DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Rondo in at the 1. Now here's Grant. Rondo on the double team. Lopez. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in.
In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
Teams first.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
Fantastic passing. We saw it in the first half, and it's carried over here in the second.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they've forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
Roberts is checked in for Aaron Aflalo. And then for Sacramento, Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Trevor Booker. Bellinelli comes in for Rudy Gay. And it's Collison in for Ben McLemore. Now here's Anthony. And Roberts kicks to Lopez. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
It's been a solid outing for Lopez. 9 points and also a block shot. He's been their leader, stirring the drink at the offensive end and then anchoring the defense.
And yeah, Clark, what an example he's been setting out there.
They're really doing a good job working hard to get inside and draw contact, a little more so than they did in the first half.
And defensively, if you're trying to battle back, you can't keep sending them to the line.
Sacramento making a switch here. Gay's checked in. And both free throws good for Lopez. Now here's Collison. Kicks it to Cousins. Takes the 13-footer. Not enough on that one as it misses.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
And it's the Knicks with the ball. Following the miss by DeMarcus Cousins. New York, no good that time either.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Boy, I tell you what, the complexion of this game would be completely different if he'd shot the ball anything like he's capable of.
Here's Roberts and the powerful one-handed slam.
Guys, it's a one-man show out there. I mean, he looks like he's willing to handle all of the offensive duties for his team.
Feeds to Cousins. The shot will not go. Good D by Lopez.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Grant dishes to Roberts. And it's rebounded by DeMarcus Cousins. The Kings trail by 14. Outside Collison. Here's Cousins. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
How about the night Cousins is having? He has 11 points. He's contributed 3 points from the line, too.
And those free throws add up, guys. That is extra offense.
Sanders checked in for New York. Then for the Kings, Trevor Booker comes in for Cauley Stein. And McLemore subbed in for Bellinelli. And so DeMarcus Cousins nails both of them. The Knicks leading by 12. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
The first one falls.
2 shots.
And so he hits both. The Kings trail by 14.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Knicks.
Tonight, they did a great job of getting everyone involved. They had the good passing, and that led to some open shots.
Yeah, it's a fun way to play, and it's fun to watch, too.
And this will make it 31 victories for them on the year.
And I like what they've done here. Made the plays they had to. That's why they'll be going up 1-0 in their season series against the Kings.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for Roberts. Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
And so here's Sacramento. It's a 14-point game. Shots good by Gay. 26 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Roberts, guarded by McLemore. And stolen by Booker. In the corner, Collison with it. Down low. Anthony kicks to Grant. Here's Roberts. Offline. So no problem.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hey y'all, Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome back for the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. Just a monster first quarter of the game. He came out hot and just never cooled down. That boost he gave his team early on, a huge factor.
I don't know what got into him tonight. Whew. He caught the scoring bug and was just pouring it in the paint. That's the kind of offense he's capable of delivering when he sets his mind to it.
He flat out dominated. I mean, you see the kind of plays he was making all over the court. This is the game, no matter who they put on him, he wasn't going to be denied. His offensive power was in full effect.
And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a good night, everybody.